All right, guys. So, what arcades do y'all think are maybe the best in your area, or maybe best in the state? This past weekend, got a chance to go to Houston, and one of their known arcade places is called Cidercade. What was really great about it, it was downtown. Took the family, and while we were there, after we visited NASA, we got to go to Cidercade. So it was like one thing after another. And what it did is it brought back a lot of memories for me about my younger days when I was initially into gaming and growing up in the malls, and they would have arcades.
Hey, you had the advantage of seeing what it looked like at a, I would say, not peak, but at a good point in its life, because I saw it on its way out.
And you know, every mall had at least one arcade. And the one that I remember, well, there was two that I remember. One was called Tilt, and it was pretty massive. It was about the size of like maybe one of the big clothing merchandise stores. Very good real estate, especially for a mall.
Yeah,
and there was the other one called Aladdin, and that was a little bit more smaller, condensed, but it was still a pretty good size.
Yeah, that's the one I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah. Malls were different back then, man. That was towards the tail end. That was things were getting desperate at that
they were
point.
trying, oh, fuck it, glow in the dark off.
What was interesting is, so after I graduated high school, I went into the military, and for around that time frame, for about the next 20 years, arcades just kind of, they took a dump. And then like you couldn't see them anywhere. And recently we had a couple pop up, and they do okay, but you don't see like any big businesses putting big money into these.
Yeah, it's more of like, it's I happen to have 50 arcade cabinets nobody wanted, and I so happen to have the space to run it all.
The timing was convenient for me in terms of arcades. I got out of gaming when arcades were like at their fall, and I'm getting back into gaming as arcades are starting to come back up. Good for availability, bad for pricing and everything.
Yeah, but they fall into the niche antique genre of gaming at this point. It is cool when a kid has never seen an arcade cabinet or never experienced a stick or this funky game that would never work on a controller. It becomes interesting at that point because people haven't experienced it. You're just giving them a taste of something new yet old.
Yeah.
Antiqued, I guess.
Yeah, and there's a beauty to it. Real quick on Cidercade, they originally started in 2014, and they started off as a cider brewery tasting.
Yeah,
whatever.
Really like apple juice and alcohol.
Then they had a few cabinets, and then supposedly like it just kind of blew up from there. And now I think they have about 5 locations, and there's definitely one in Dallas, there's one in Austin, and there's one in Houston. I'm not sure which is the biggest one, but the one in Houston is pretty damn big.
Yeah, and I've been to the one in Austin, and from what I remember, it was a good, decent size. They had just plenty of arcade cabinets. Like, if you get bored, go to the next one. If it's broken, go to the next one. Like,
you remember what you paid to get in?
We're just here, take my money. I'm going to be in this establishment.
And well, yeah, that's not even where they get you, right? Because it was $10 a person, and that gets you just the unlimited pass for the day. It is massive. We spent a couple hours there, and in most arcades, a couple hours, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I did not even scratch the surface in that place.
It sucks.
It is about 18,000 square feet. So think about like 20 middle-sized homes, and just full of cabinets. It's not full like in a bad way, like you're trying to squeeze in. No, there's plenty of space. There's pathways. Everything's kind of neatly organized. And it was just like, I was more watching than anything, just kind of looking around, seeing people play, like seeing how good they were. There was a Tekken 2 cabinet. I was
nice.
Like, let's see your skills, and
just random button mashing.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that weren't that good, but everybody was having fun.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
And of course, as it got later, which was around the time that we were leaving, people are getting tore up, man. They're getting drunk. I can only imagine the abuse that these cabinets are taking.
Just
and one thing about owning any store, any business, and specifically an arcade, you got to have somebody around the clock. I mean,
tech.
If your buttons aren't working, if your sticks are all sticky and pressed in, like that's already it's not even turning on.
Yeah, the impression I get as a customer walking in, and you have a shitty cabinet, or I'm just here to play a game and have a little fun. Like that's my expectation, Bart. Like minimum. Like I just want to have some fun.
Have a couple machines running. No,
Yeah.
they had maybe about 95%. I would say no. There was probably I could count how many were down. Maybe like 4 or 5.
Mentally, I'm like thinking of a half of a Sam's Club, half of a Costco. Like I can't think of that much real estate.
It's like a warehouse, yeah, but it's like just loaded. And what was really cool is that you had your old arcade cabinets, you had your really old arcade cabinets, and on the other side they even had like the big grand stuff. The stuff that you would see like at Dave and Buster's, like the big.
That's cool. The modern machines.
Yeah, those are taking up some space.
The VR sets and all this other stuff. You know, something I feel mixed with are the pinball machines. They're cool, but I feel like sometimes they're like filler. They're just there to fill up the space and have more pinball machines. But maybe that's how an arcade's supposed to be. I don't know.
I think a lot of it is because we suck at pinball, but I don't understand pinball. Like I don't understand the longevity of wanting to go back and keep playing.
Yeah,
high score. It's just
fucking like 50 of them.
I feel like I'm getting cheated here, but there's obviously a technique to avoid your ball going right down the middle.
I appreciate that. It's all physics based. I know that sounds fucking dumb because it's a ball rolling through this whole thing, but I'm so used to digital content, digital games, that when I play a pinball game, like Sonic Pinball, it's physics based. But yeah. I mean, that's what the machine's running off of. Just where is this ball going to go? Do you have enough skill to know where the trajectory it's going to hit? Can you hit it at this? I don't know.
I'm sure there's definitely a science, or there's a reason to why pinballs are totally different to, as you said, the physics. You have you can't computer generate the randomness that the pinball is doing. So it can go anywhere, and a lot of it depends on your timing and if you're shaking the machine, or
this ball's slightly chipped on one side, it's weighted, it could spin.
The randomness, maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but one thing that Mr. CRT pointed out is that in this establishment, most of their older retro games had tubes in their cabinets, which is something you don't see anymore because everybody wants to go the flat screen route. They want to just buy something, plug it in, and it's done. They don't have to worry about it. But what that does as a gamer is that you introduce that latency, and that pisses off a lot of like people who grew up with that gaming, or people who are trying to take that game serious.
Latency and degrading the visual quality of a game. Because I mean, the last time I went to our local retro arcade, and it's a restaurant and an arcade, so it's kind of doing something.
Yeah, they're kind of they're pushing more the bar and restaurant than they are the arcade.
The arcade's just like a little. Hey, here's where the kids go, or
it's
you're
decent.
bored.
It's good.
It's decent, but I wasn't impressed or wowed by most of the games. I like the physical games more than anything else. I was playing a lot more skee ball and that fucking clown baseball game than anything else.
Not so much the arcades.
No, and maybe it's just because it's like I got a more authentic experience doing that, playing basketball, or like there's an actual ball. Maybe that's the same feeling of an arcade cabinet. Like this feels like an actual cabinet, an actual screen that's throwing light into my face instead of a flat screen. I'm still doing the same thing, but it's different. It's different. You have to experience how the tube looks.
Yeah, I watched a movie on VHS this morning, and I was like, I was watching Dragon Ball Z on DVD on the CRT, and I was like, gosh, because I have the Blu-ray collection now, and I'm like, still something hits differently about watching it on a CRT. So there you go, like with gaming. Playing it on what it was designed for is really good. The other thing is, there was a lot of games that I hadn't played before. I had seen them. I'd seen them at the gaming store, but it wasn't enough for me to buy. And one of them was there was a Toyota Tacoma game where you go around in the dirt road loop, and I was all right, I'll give it a try. Kelvin really wanted to play it, and I was all, this was pretty good. All you do is control the direction and forward, and you're trying to get around without destroying yourself. But a lot of fun. And then there was another one where you got a periscope, you're trying to shoot down.
I remember something similar to that at Peter Piper Pizza.
Really?
Our local Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, dude, I don't remember that.
It was like a little periscope, and then there's another game. It might be somewhat similar or different. You put on a headset, and you got a gun, and you're shooting things.
Oh no, I don't know if they had anything like that.
Anyways, different, but
Yeah.
the immersion experience of throwing something on top of your head, looking into it, you're moving, the body is moving. You're not just thumb
Yeah.
pressing or finger typing something to
And so
move.
I'm nerding out on the quantity, the specs and everything. But at the end of the day, there's people that are coming in like all ages and just having a damn good time. And then you got alcohol, and then you got food. So you got the perfect recipe for people that just wanted to keep gravitating back to this thing.
Have fun, drink.
I don't think that this can work in every city. I think there's a reason that they pick big cities. Like it's an attraction. People go there, especially being close to other attractions. The thing is, it didn't look like it's anything modern or crazy. They just picked a warehouse and like, all right, this is
Location-wise, was it? You said it was relatively
downtown.
Oh, okay. Downtown shit.
So I'm sure it's pricey either way, but they have so much traffic flow, so many people just coming in and out, and people just spending money on food and drinks that they're doing all right, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's good to see a successful arcade because, I mean, the way I see them is like they're a niche thing.
It almost feels like people are just gonna, oh wow, that was cool, and then they're out. They're on to the next thing.
Pretty much.
But this felt like
I'll come back next week.
This could be a weekend thing.
See, that's the impression I get with some arcades. Like, it's like, oh, that was cool. Like, I checked it out. I don't want to come back.
Yeah.
Like, there's no interest. I've already played everything or
I'll be
experienced
back next
everything.
year. No, I didn't scratch the surface, man. I am maybe 10% of the machines. Like I didn't even like.
It's always good to have as a business, like, you know, an itch to go back again or reason to go back again.
And every arcade has this. But man, there was some top tier players there. The Dance Revolution
Yeah, I was about to say
games.
the DDR guys.
It wasn't
fast
DDR.
food.
It was something else. But oh my god, you could just pull up a lawn chair and just watch these guys.
There you go.
Perfect. I'm like, god damn. They usually have stories. Kim talked to one of the guys and he was like, yeah, I was like 200 pounds heavier and I lost all this weight.
Fuck,
Yeah.
this changed my life.
Yeah,
I'm a married man because of this game.
Okay, so you talk about like gaming and having their stories. Well, this obviously changed this guy's life. He was probably diabetic. He was on, and he found a love in this. Now he's like really good.
Ozempic, DDR?
Yeah, you need DDR.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's a prescription.
What the fuck is this?
A couple games. Give it a try. You'll like it. But I'm excited to go back. I think it would be good to have like a boys trip and just go and get wasted at this place and just pig out. Yeah, just stay up till 2 a.m. and I don't know, whatever time they close, and just having a damn good time.
That sounds like a good place to check out.
Yeah.
Something I'm interested is other places, other arcades. I mean, this place, I've heard of Cidercade, but it feels like this took it to another magnitude.
Yeah, I think this is going to be, in the state, it's going to be like the best, I think.
The best.
Yeah.
I am curious to see if there's any other places outside of Texas, outside of Houston. Maybe it's not even something that's 20 houses big. Maybe it's just like a little corner that you have that is maybe worth sharing. That's something I'm interested in because there's like, for us, it's Quasars, our little hole in the wall arcade. Yeah. It's not something I would like publicize, recommend, but it's like if you want to play an arcade, if you want an arcade experience, this is the closest thing that we're going to have here.
It's a local favorite.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's a good closing point. If you guys have any arcades, local, big arcades that are worth checking out, definitely put them in the comments. Let us know. You know our experience. I think it's exciting that they're coming back. So I think we're all for it.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Another boys trip.
Yeah, boys trip. Let's go. Get wasted.
All right. All right. See you guys.